Ladies and gentlemen, so many of us stuck around, so let's make some noise as we bring on stage our two men's finalists. Firstly, it's the man who plays his county dance in Lancashire, a member of England's World Cup team. He is last year's England Classic champion. It's Gladiator, Mark McGeeney. We now bring to the stage the 2011 BDO British Open champion, the former Lakeside World champion and newly crowned Winmore British Classic champion. It's Yorkshire's Scotty Too Hotty. Scott waits.
Well, if you hadn't guessed the noise in the crowd, there is a Yorkshireman playing. Scotty Too Hotty won the title yesterday, the British Classic title, and he's up against the Gladiator.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the 2000.
Scott Waite's getting us started in this final. First to 6 legs.
90. $100.
Yeah, nice steady start from both guys.
$41. $81.
Yeah, nice does again from McGeeney. I'm delighted to say I'm joined here in the commentary box. He's just ran, so he's absolutely exhausted. Just ran from the stage.
100.
Little Richard.
I'm an athlete, I'll have you know.
I can't say the same. This was a body built for comfort, not speed.
Nope, you've done a terrific job, Anthony, on the stream and on the stage.
Thank you, sir.
100.
As the man on the mic right now, Hugh Ware. It's been a great effort all round with all the officials here, bringing you all the action from the floor, the stage, and of course the internet stream.
And yourself included. I don't think you've sat down for longer than 10 minutes this weekend.
You wouldn't believe the amount of people who've shouted out to me, "Stand up, Richard." And I was.
40. Scott, you require 130.
So the first leg, Scott Waite's 130 finish. Can still finish treble and Bill.
No good thinking with McGeeney back on 180.
60. Scott, you require 32.
So this time, Scott Waite's first leg with double 16.
16.
Well, he's getting further away
Mark,
with
you
every
require
dart.
120.
And it's let McGeeney in here. Shanghai on the 20s for the first leg against the throw. And the perfect start, single. Tops for 1-0.
80.
No, just too high.
Scott, you require 16.
Yeah, it was an outside chance, but he made it happen almost, didn't he? That one dart at tops.
Require 40.
And the way Scott's been playing this weekend, that is just totally unexpected.
Absolutely. It's gone against the vein of form he's been in so far. Double 10 for this first leg.
20.
Well, they both look comfortable in the scoring
Scott, you
phase, but on the
require
doubles,
16.
it's got a bit scruffy in this first leg. So
Think
Scott
we'll allow
waits.
It's only the first leg of the
shot in
match.
the first leg.
Which Scott eventually
waits.
wins.
Yeah, and the comfort is,
Second
of
leg
course,
mark to throw
it's
first.
now the
Game
first
on.
6.
Again, not the longest format, but a little bit more breathing space than they've maybe had in the previous rounds. They
85.
both just want to try and forget about the doubles at the end of that leg. The scoring was good. The doubles not so good.
60.
There are, of course, a large number of ranking tournaments throughout the year, but as far as the Opens are concerned, this one regarded as one of the very best due to the quality of players that attend, but also its standing within the game.
95.
The 41st edition of this British Open. First won by Alan Evans back in 1975, the man from Wales.
46.
And I read off some of the names earlier on, but when you go through the list, Anthony, Dennis Priestley, Martin Adams, Roland Sholton, Kevin Painter, Eamon van Barneveld, the list just goes on and on of great names within darts. Mervyn King, John Walton, Darryl Fitton,
140.
Gary Anderson. It's a who's who, isn't it? Ted Hankey, Scott Waits himself, and our champion last year, Scott Mitchell.
137.
Yeah, Scott Waits, if he wins this, he will make it 4 Yorkshire wins in 5 years.
44. Mark, you require 104.
Got in the way there, but previously it was Waits, Atkins, Thompson before Mitchell.
100.
Well, he set that up nicely for when he comes back.
$100. Mark, you require 40.
Now then, have they learned their lessons from the doubles of the last leg? Double 10. 1 to go.
Game shot in the second leg. Mark McGeeney.
Yeah, much better.
Third leg Scott to throw first. Game on.
Well, the match hasn't sizzled thus far, but a couple of legs, one apiece now to get into it. So let's see if they can show the form they've been showing all day long here.
99.
And we must say, of course, a big congratulations to Dita Hedman winning her 3rd consecutive British Open title.
Yep, I was going to ask you for your views on that. Of
100.
course, you had the best view in the house.
Great game. Dita was just relentless for most of it. At least I didn't play badly.
60.
Terrific finishing from Dita.
Indeed. Very much so.
And it's a tournament she clearly enjoys. She's so funny. Whenever I present her a trophy and I say, oh, you won this last year, she goes, did I? She just wins and moves on.
134.
Not the only Hedman to pick up this British Open title, however. Brother Al, 1995, won the men's event. Al Hedman.
60.
How can I miss him off my roll of honour? I can't mention them all. We'll have finished the 11 legs.
Yeah, if we had to roll them all off the tongue, we'd be
85.
here until the start of the World Masters, I think.
$57.
But for Scott Waits, he's looking at what would be seen as a very impressive double win here in Bridlington, because, of course, for the first time, this has been a double-header weekend at the Spa with the British Classic and British Open in tandem.
134.
Waits, the champion from yesterday.
60. Mark, you
Didn't think
require
there, did he?
48.
He's left the door open for McGeeney to break through.
Should have had 3 darts at this McGeeney. He's got 6 if he needs them now. Double 8.
32.
He's unlucky. And waits because he didn't really think about it in his last throw. Left himself on a bogey. But he'll bring it right down.
133.
He'll be kicking himself there a little bit.
16.
But double 8 for McGeeney.
Game shot the
And that
third
is a break of
leg.
throw.
Mark McGeeney.
Early
Fourth
on in
leg,
this
Mark
match.
2 throw first. Game on.
Now if he can just hold his throw here, he will be firmly in the driving seat in this final. Would make him favourite to take the title.
Both players, of course, having to work hard.
45.
A field of almost 500 players here. They've had to battle their way through 8 or 9 matches to reach this stage. And
140.
in the latter stages, Mark McGeeney's had it tough. He had to overcome Ross Montgomery in the last 32, and then he had to take on another Scotsman, Craig Quinn. We saw it on the internet stream. The man that took out the #1 seed, Glenn Durrant, and that was a 4-3 win.
Yep.
Bit of drama there.
59.
He was made to work hard for that win over Craig.
Yep, and then we know that he also defeated Martin Phillips in the quarterfinals before the semi-final you saw earlier,
45.
overcoming Gary Robson. And for Scott Waits, he took on Rhys Robinson on the internet stream. Had a close match down on the floor with Wesley Harms, 4-3.
140.
Defeated Jeffrey de Graaf to make his way onto the stage, and then we just saw him take on his Yorkshire teammate Brian Dawson.
136.
All the results are available on bdodarts.com should you wish to take a look through each and every match.
$59.
One of those. And he will be back for tops.
140.
And Waits looks like he's going to be breaking right back here. McGeeney needs to pressurise. Grimace on the face of McGeeney there. As his first start comes up
60. Scott, you've game shot on the fourth leg.
short.
Scott Waits.
Yep, he breaks the throw right back, and we have
Fifth leg,
Desmond.
Scott 2 throw first.
2-2
Game
it
on.
is. 14 dart leg, the best leg of the match so far. And that's the standard we've been expecting from the former world champion.
Look
here
at
this
this.
weekend.
140. $140.
Excellent darts from both these men.
$30.
Well, I say excellent darts. Commentators curse.
Yep, Scotty 2 5s there.
Yeah, indeed.
68. $140.
Well, Scott Waits, a former World Cup singles champion for England, and it's going to be the turn of Mark McGeeney to travel out with the England squad. 4-man team heading to Turkey next month.
140.
And he showed such great form to get there. He needed to come out in this final.
$82. Mark, you've acquired
Checkout time,
153.
153.
A nice finish this. Oh, we can't do it now. Really needed the treble.
Nice to watch. I'm not sure it's nice to attempt.
Well, yeah.
97. Scott, you've acquired 109.
A couple of options here. Treble 20 first start. Which you can down now. Treble 19. 10s or 18s. Oh, he's hit the treble
93.
18.
Mark, you've acquired
Leaves
56.
himself on a double if McGeeney misses this 56. Another break of throw.
Game shot on the fifth
Right in the
leg.
middle.
Mark McGeeney. Sixth leg, Mark 2 throw first. Game on. 140.
Excellent start to this leg for McGeeney. Leading 3-2, he's halfway to the British Open crown.
100.
Yeah, when Scott made it 2-2, it looked like he was the one in the ascendancy. But McGeeney now, with the breaker throw and leading off strongly here.
55.
Wanted to keep it up on the treble 20 hitting. Slight opening for down for Scott.
$85.
Yeah, made the necessary adjustment after hitting the 5.
Well, 140 here, won't leave a check out.
140.
But it does pile a lot of pressure onto Scott Waits.
Yeah. I think that's the dangers of going for 19. 2 trebles can leave you a finish.
In the state of this particular leg, I think scoring's the best policy.
Indeed.
Treble 18. Yeah, great shot, leaves
134.
double 16 after 12 darts. Far more polished leg again from McGeeney. We've seen a 14 darter from Scott. Could be 13 here from
100. Mark, you've acquired 32.
So then, double 16 to hold his throw and go 4-2 up.
Game shot in
Yeah,
the
he's
6th
got it.
leg. Mark McGeeney. 7th leg, Scott to throw first. Game on.
I always think it's worth noting, Anthony, when you get to this stage of a weekend where the players have been playing solidly for what now?
140.
Some 10 hours. People often wonder why they're not averaging 100 plus up there on the stage, but it's very tricky after they've negotiated the rounds they have, especially across the 2 days.
Yeah, it's been a very, very
100.
long day here. First match is kicked off about 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, what we seem to be seeing here, Anthony, is when they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
But we've seen some tired darts into the 5.
100.
And as you say, these guys have been here maybe since 9 o'clock, 9:30 this morning, just trying to get into the zone before they play their first round match.
60.
They've got to try and make sure they're kept well hydrated and well fed during the course of the day. You have got to keep your strength up if you do make the stage finals. It's very warm in that stage as well. So if
60.
you haven't had enough water, then it could prove detrimental.
And with my referee's hat on, I must give a shout once again to all of the hard-working officials that are in a
100.
similar position. They have to work tirelessly throughout the day, long, long hours, and the BDO crew here have done a terrific job.
Yeah, the unsung heroes, the
93.
BDO stage crew, the BDO officials
Well, I'm
who
singing.
sit at the control desk. Yeah. Fantastic job this weekend.
100.
It's
Scott,
always
you've
a pleasure
acquired
to work alongside them.
108.
But back to the match in 108 for Scott Waits. Shanghai in the 18s. And this is for 4-3.
90.
Oh, very close.
Mark, you've acquired
Pull the
141.
dart down into the 18, which is going to leave it awkward if he should return. And he will. Mark needed the treble 20 there.
130.
Well, wanted the
Scott, you've
25
acquired
there. In
18.
truth,
Well, 2 9s here for Waits.
Game
Yeah.
shot on the 7th leg. Scott Waits.
Excellent dart there from
8th
Scotty.
leg, Mark to throw first. Game on.
nothing awkward about that. If you've joined this stream late in any way across the weekend and wish you checked out some matches from before, it will all be
58.
available on the BDO YouTube channel. It's there forever.
140.
Yeah, it's great that we can get to watch these streams back on YouTube, especially for some of the players who maybe get drawn against a big name and they get their chance to play on the televised
97.
internet stream. And it's something to look back on later on to show the friends.
Yeah, a bittersweet weekend for Scott Mitchell. We put him out on the internet lane twice
82.
and
Aye, very true.
crashed out. I'm not sure he's too happy with us, but he did come and join us for some commentary yesterday, and we did appreciate the views of the reigning Lakeside World Champion with us.
140.
We do try and give you a perspective here, but of course we don't throw darts to the level of these guys, and good to get Scott's viewpoint.
Yeah, always good to have Scott in the commentary box.
60.
pretty much on throw. He'll want a treble here, though, because if he doesn't get it...
58.
Yeah, that does leave the door open now, because he returns to a 2-treble double checkout. Weights can leave it far more handy, and he's going to. Down for the 19s.
99. Mark, you require 148.
Well, a couple of options here, but treble 20, first of all. No, I can't do it now. Just has to try and bring it down. Leave himself a nice 2-darter.
94.
Yeah, great last
Scott, you
start.
require 120.
But Shanghai once again on the 20s for weights. There's the single, and here's the double.
80.
Oh, nearly.
Mark, you require 54.
And now McGeeney 54. 14. Leaves him 2 darts at tops for a 5-3 lead. Oh, that's a mile off. Just readjusts.
Game shot on the 8th leg.
Marvellous
Mark
last start.
McGeeney.
Yeah, that really was an impressive... That was
Ninth
more
leg,
impressive
Scott,
for the fact that he was so
first.
far away with the
Game
other one.
on.
He had to readjust the ankle slightly.
I'm sure if we were to ask him about it later, he'll say how it was a good marker.
100.
One of my markers, that one.
Well, Waite's making a decent start in a leg he has to win, but McGeeney, relentless.
140. 100. 100. 140.
We've been missing the maximums in this final. Lots of 140s. That was an important one for Waits.
Yep, it's left him a 3-dart finish. And McGeeney will want to do the same.
100.
And he has done.
Scott, you require
So
161.
Waits has the shot at the 161 first.
$99. Mark,
Yeah,
you
good
require
darts to set up
161.
62. If McGeeney fails in his attempt at the 161, treble 20 again. And again, just outside.
100.
But good
Scott,
darts.
you require 62.
Now then, Scott Waits, treble 10. There's the single, so 20. Leaves double 16 for 4-5.
46. Mark, you require 61.
Now then, this is the biggest darts of McGeeney's day. Needs a 25 to leave double 18 for the title. It's there!
Game shot and the match! And the 2015 BDO British Open champion, Mark McGeeney!
A fantastic finish there from Mark McGeeney. Scuppers Scott Waits going for the double this weekend. Shaking hands with Hugh Ware, the referee, who's been absolutely faultless on that stage today. An absolutely wonderful win for the Gladiator. And he is the 2015 BDO British Open Men's Champion. And we will hand you over now to little Richard Ashdown, who will be conducting the presentation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep both players up here with us and move into our presentation. We're going to bring back on stage the BDO Tournament Director, Mr. Wayne Williams. The first man is Scotty Too Hotty, Scott Waits. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're going to give him one more cheer. Scotty Too Hotty, Scott Waits. But we now come to our champion, and what a season it's been for this man. Next month he's going to head out to Turkey to represent his country of England in the 4-man team at the WDF World Cup. He's also going to be making his debut on the Lakeside stage in January. But for now, it's all about today. To collect £3,000 and the trophy, the 2015 BDO British Open Men's Champion, Gladiator Mark McGeeney. He just can't take the smile off his face as he raises the trophy above his head. He is the 41st BDO British Open champion. It's Mark McGeeney. He doesn't want to leave, does he? Fantastic stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, what a weekend it has been. I'm sure you're going to give one more cheer to all four of our champions. Fallon Sherrock and Scott Waits yesterday, Dieter Hedman and Mark McGeeney today, our four champions here at the Spa in Bridlington. Well, we've had 600-odd players come here across the weekend, taking part in both the ladies and men's competitions. It's been an absolutely terrific weekend of darts. On behalf of our hosts, our sponsors here, everybody involved with the British Darts Organisation, thank you so much. Or if you're heading home, make sure it's a safe journey. Hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. If you're watching us online, all the matches and results available on bdodarts.com. But from me and everybody within BDO Darts, it's a very good evening. Hi ho!